G'day traders, Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading, Thursday, June 11th. Daily currency levels for the British pound crosses. Nothing scheduled today on our major news calendar. First up is our pound Aussie. Looking at our daily chart, again we had a bit of a consolidated day yesterday, trading inside of Tuesday's range, still sideways around the 8,300, 8,250 level. And heading into the end of the Asian session, this market has pulled back on Tuesday and broken above that 8,250 and then trading sideways yesterday, sort of in a range-bound market. And then today, briefly, we're pulled back up above that 8,250 level. Looking at our 4-hour chart, we can see that stop hunt on traders that were long off the bottom. Still stops still in place from the low of the week and the high of the week. And you can see that breakout pullback, breaking back above the 8,250 level. So we may see a bit of consolidation and possibly a break to the upside, or a retest back, trendline break retest of that low below yesterday's low. Looking at our 15-minute chart, we can see that again this market is pushing up towards Wednesday's high. We have stops above yesterday's high. The market has extended its range in Asia. I'll just bring this a little closer. And there we go. Market has extended the range in Asia and is currently possibly going to either break through that 8,300, 8,325 level, or hit the high of the day and possibly retest the swing lows at 8,300 and possibly the lows of the day. We have stops below yesterday's low at 8,130, and if this market was to break above yesterday's high, 8,375, 8,400 would be our next likely target. We'll just highlight that. You can see the measured move of that range could possibly take us on a breakout up towards that upper double zero box, but currently trading sideways up near the high of the day and yesterday's high. And again, just to mark this off, obviously breakout traders would be sitting up above that 8,325 level. And looking at our pound Canadian, we can see the market has pushed up above the 7,000 level again yesterday on a 1, 2, 3, hitting stops above Friday's swing highs. We have stops below the lows of last week at 68.44, but still trading in that sideways consolidation around 7,000. When we look at our 4-hour chart, we can see that consolidation a bit clearer. We're still trading above the 7,000 level after that reversal earlier in the week, but we've had a 1 push, 2 push, possibly may have a third push still in this as we have a 1, 2, 3 down on top of the breakout and a sideways consolidation. If this market was to break down, we could get a retest of the 7,000 level, or possibly a third push breaking through the highs of the week and heading up towards the 7,250 area. When we look at our 15-minute chart, we can see the market has traded sideways between the high and the low, but currently breaking through the lows of the session. And if this market was to extend that low, we could possibly see the beginnings of a move towards the lows of yesterday and a move back towards the lows of the week. Currently trading underneath 70.75. Stops above the high of the day, but we could see that market test yesterday's lows for a possible breakout pullback and a retest of the lows of the week. Looking at the pound Swiss, we had a pullback off the highs of the month, and that market is currently just breaking through that 1.2 thousand level, heading back towards breakout traders at the beginning of the week, the beginning of the month. And we have breakout stops sitting above that 19.20.25 area, which is a 50 pip area away. Obviously stops below the low of the month on our daily, so things have definitely started to move off the peaks on the pound Swiss. Looking at our 4-hour, we can see that breakdown from that upper sloping M structure yesterday and taking out the lows, the swing lows at 2,000 that we spoke about yesterday. Again, breakout traders now in the market. This 1.2 thousand level could act as a selling area for a continuation of this move down. When we look at our 15-minute chart, we can see the breakdown of this move yesterday, and a measured move of that can possibly take us down towards that 1.919.25 area. Again, the market is currently making new lows. We have a micro trend line in place, but again, we could see a stop hunt back up towards the high of the day. Traders are trapping short. We could see a 1, 2, 3 back into the trend for a move back down towards the lows of the day. But again, currently the market has broken down, extending the range in Asia. Possibly may get a pullback up towards that 1.2000 level, or an extended sideways movement for a move back towards the highs of the day. Next up is our pound yen. We can see that move has continued down again, similar to the pound Swiss, pulling back to the breakout levels from earlier in the month. Just slide this across. So we possibly have a breakout pullback, the market continuing to move further down. We can see those stops were hit yesterday in this morning's Asian session, on the rollover, the breakout pullback, breaking the trend line and moving towards the 135 level, which could act as a support level. If we were to break through 135, this market could definitely pick up some steam. We've got a bit of a head and shoulders pattern formed as well. The measurement on that neckline could take us down towards somewhere in this 132.50 region if the market was to continue to move. Currently on our 15-minute chart, we can see that, again, this market broke through Tuesday's lows. If we were to follow that for a measured move down, this market still has lots of room to fall. However, we have extended out in the Asian range, and we may see the market pull back and retest that breakout from the Asian session up towards the 36.25 area. We have traders sitting in profit from up in that break this morning. I'll just zoom in on that. And again, stops at the low of the day. The market's pulled back. Could possibly see a move back up at the open of Europe, stopping traders out at break even, or possibly pulling back for a retest around that 36.25 area. Next up is our pound New Zealand. We can see we had the one-day pullback and then consolidation around the 9,500 level, and currently trading sideways in that inside of yesterday's range. 9,500 could act as a level of selling today for a move back towards the lows of the month and the week. When we look at our 4-hour chart, we can see the market hit the stops above that Friday's swing high at 95.65, and we're currently consolidating still around that 9,500 level. However, if we were to come back through 9,500 and take out the lows below 94.46, this market could continue to move towards the lows of the week at 93.69. On our 15-minute chart, we can see the market pulling back briefly. We've had one push, two pushes. We could see a third hit to the high for possibly a retest of the day, the lows of today as well as yesterday. That puts us in a consolidation between 95.50 and 94.50, which is a 100 pip box. Again, if we came back below 9,500, this market could move down towards that 93.50 area, which is 100 pips below, and the extended move takes us back down to the 92.50 area. We're currently trading sideways inside of the range. The market has pushed towards the highs. We haven't taken out yesterday's highs yet, and we're still inside of yesterday's high and low. Currently 95.14. If we break 9,500, we could see a retest of the lows of the day. And lastly, our British pound. We've pulled back under yesterday's peak formation high at 27.75 after breaking out of the rectangle from the highs and lows of the last 2 months. The market is currently sitting on top of that breakout at 26.65. When we look at our 4-hour chart, we can see that the micro trend line was broken and retested the highs before pulling back last night in our pin hammer into the close of the U.S. session, going sideways at 27.75 and dropping back down. We have stops underneath the low of the week at 26.17, which is about 50 pips away, and below that down at the 1.2500 area. That breakout occurred just inside of that 2665 area. So again, this 2665 area could be significant and stops below the low of 2617. When we look at our 15-minute chart, we can see the 1 push, 2 push, 3 pushes yesterday, Wednesday after Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for the possibly a 33 setup at the high of the week. The market traded underneath of that last low before the high, before consolidating, giving an engulfment in Asia, and moving swiftly down almost 75 pips. There's stops below the lows of the U.S. session on Tuesday at 2650. The market could extend down, possibly for a reversal formation in the Europe-London Open and a retest back up towards the Asian shorts. And again, currently extended out almost 75 pips from this morning's session. Stops below the lows of Tuesday at 26.25, 26.15. And again, heading into the end of Europe, we've had 1 push, 2 push, possibly one more pullback and an extension down to around the 26.50 area, hitting stops from the U.S. session and possibly a retest back up towards the shorts of the Asian Open. Just end on a quote with Jesse Livermore. Cut your losses quickly, without hesitation. The greatest asset to any trading system is the ability to manage risk. Cut your losses, ride your winners. Sounds good, but that's the hardest thing to do sometimes. Stick to your trading plan, traders. Be disciplined. Be focused. Have a great trading session, and may the markets go with you.
Hi traders, it's Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading. If you haven't done so, please head over to my website at StaceyBurkeTrading.com. I create updates on almost a daily basis, and I would love for you to receive them. Just click on the blog. If you want to enter your name and your email address, I'll send you my free audio program, the 7-Step Daily Routine for High-Performance Traders. This is essential knowledge for all traders in all markets, and this is for helping traders to master the market with discipline, confidence, and a winning mindset. I appreciate all your feedback and comments. As always, traders, stay disciplined, and may the markets go with you.